Hi, everyone. Welcome to our podcast today. I'm Eric, the loyal host accompanying you in this exciting chat session. Our topic this time is something that seems to be searched by many people: how to improve your focus. Well, if you are struggling to focus, especially in the midst of the onslaught of notifications, work, and social media, you really have to listen to it until the end. And here I'm not alone. There's a special guest who will share cool tips and insights about focus. Let's welcome Jessica. Hello, Jess.
Hi, Eric. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be able to join the chat here. The topic is really interesting because I am still learning to be more focused and productive.
It seems like everyone is struggling here, not just you, Jess. So let's get straight to the point. Why do you think focus is so important?
In my opinion, focus is the key to being productive. If we can focus, work that usually takes hours can be finished faster and with better quality. Because if we don't focus, we'll do it half-heartedly and end up even more tired.
Yes, that's right. Well, it seems like it's getting harder to focus because we're often disturbed by cell phones, notifications, social media, etc. So, from your own experience, what disturbs your focus the most?
Oh, definitely social media, Eric. I have a habit of checking my cell phone and then suddenly opening Instagram or TikTok, and that can last up to 10 to 15 minutes without me realizing it.
Very relatable. I'm sure many can relate. So, is there a special technique you use to control the urge to check social media?
I usually try the time blocking method, which means I give myself a special time to check social media. For example, every hour or two, not every time. I also like to use the Do Not Disturb feature so that notifications don't keep popping up.
Interesting. That's your time blocking. How long do you set it for, Jess?
Usually, I give myself 5 to 10 minutes every 1 to 2 hours. Not too long, but enough to reply to messages or check important updates.
Nice. Oh yeah, Jess. Have you ever heard of the Pomodoro method?
Oh yeah, I have. The Pomodoro method is where we work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break, then repeat it, right?
That's right. Have you ever tried it? Does it suit you?
I've tried it, and it's actually effective when you have a long workload, because it makes us have a work rhythm and don't get tired easily.
Nice. Personally, I feel that focus is not only about being away from external distractions, but also managing our mindset. What do you think?
Wow, I totally agree. I also have to remind myself not to check anything else before finishing. So, I'm reminding myself that if you're working, you'll have time to check something else.
That's right. Speaking of mindset, have you ever heard of flow state, Jess?
Yes, flow state is a kind of state where we are really immersed in work, right? I'd really like it if I could get to that point, because time doesn't really matter.
Exactly. But getting to that point isn't easy. It takes preparation. Do you have your own way to achieve that flow?
Usually, I organize my work environment, clean my desk, close unnecessary tabs, and prepare everything I need. If the work environment is comfortable and tidy, it is easier to get into flow.
That's really good. I also like to regulate my mood first, like listening to instrumental music, which helps me relax my mind. Are you the type who works with music or not, Jess?
I'm such a music team, but music without lyrics, like lo-fi or soft classical music, usually doesn't distract too much, but still helps you focus better.
Wow. Lo-fi team. I agree. Sometimes if there are lyrics, it makes me think. Okay, now let's move on to the difficult question, Jess. If you're not in the mood to work at all, how can you stay productive?
That's really homework. Usually, if I'm not really in the mood, I try to switch to lighter work first, for example, reviewing or tidying up notes. So keep working but not too hard.
Good point. That's right. Rather than not working at all, it's better to do something light first. Do you have any recommendations for apps that can help people stay focused?
Yes, I like using Forest. The application is like a small game. So if we don't open another application, our tree will grow. If we open another application, the tree dies. So, it feels like someone is watching us focus on us like that.
That's really cool. There's a focus guard in the form of a tree. Okay, this is interesting, Jess. Do you think focus depends more on external factors like applications and environment, or more on internal factors like mindset?
I think both are important. If external factors really help to manage distractions, but if the mindset is not ready, then the focus will still be lost. So the outside and the inside have to work together.
Agreed. Balanced, yes. Okay, Jess. Lastly, if you could give one final tip to people listening now, what do you think is the most important thing to start increasing their focus?
For me, the most important thing is to start from the small. For example, set a time of 10 to 15 minutes a day to focus fully without distraction. Later, when you are used to it, increase the duration.
Perfect advice, Jess. Start small and slowly. Thank you very much. You have shared very useful tips today. I am sure many of our listeners will immediately want to practice your tips.
You're welcome, Eric. It's been a pleasure chatting here. Hopefully, it will be useful for those who are trying to focus more.
Okay, thank you also to everyone who listened until the end. Don't forget to follow this podcast so you don't miss other exciting episodes. See you in the next episode, and hopefully more productive. Midst. Midst means in the middle of, or surrounded by something. Example. In the midst of the storm, they stayed calm and followed safety procedures. Onslaught. Onslaught means a fierce or intense attack or a sudden surge of something that is overwhelming or difficult to manage. Example. During the debate, she handled the onslaught of tough questions with poise and confidence. Urge. Urge means to strongly encourage, push, or persuade someone to do something. Example. The teacher urged her students to study harder for the upcoming exams. Tidy. Tidy means neat, organized, or well-arranged. It can refer to keeping things clean or putting them in order. Example. Her workspace is always tidy, with everything in its place. Lighter. Lighter is the comparative form of the adjective light. It can refer to something that weighs less. Example. After losing some weight, I feel a lot lighter.
Thank you for watching. To improve your English skills, don't forget to practice every day. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and comment.